my feelings. Spend so much time trying to play it safe, but the safety is just an illusion when I'm called to be fearless. So here I come, I wanna follow where you're leading me. Time to let go, it's sink or swim now. So I jump, no matter what the rest. I'm finally diving in. Nothing can hold me back when you hold my hand. So I jump, no fear of what's ahead. I'm trusting you instead. Close my eyes, take a breath and step up to the edge and jump. Now I'm seeing clearly. The fear I held was caging me in, but you set me free with a promise that I'm never abandoned. Oh, so here I come, ready to follow where you're leading me. Time to let go, it's sink or swim now. So I jump, no matter what the rest. I'm finally diving in. Nothing can hold me back when you hold my hand. So I jump, no fear of what's ahead. I'm trusting you instead. Close my eyes, take a breath and step up to the edge and jump. So I jump. Nothing can hold me back now. Jump. Oh, jump, darling, yeah. So here I come, I wanna follow where you're leading me. Time to let go, it's sink or swim now. So I jump, no matter what the rest. I'm finally diving in. Nothing can hold me back when you hold my hand. So I jump, no fear of what's ahead. I'm trusting you instead. Close my eyes, take a breath and step up to the edge and jump. Nothing can hold me back now.
Good evening. It is March 5th, 2022. I'm your host, Andrew Moffat, and I would like to welcome you to This is a Serious Podcast.
That's good.
Yeah. I think the actual title of that video is Legend Has It That Was His Last Video or something.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
Yeah. Oh, hey, James, start the little clock. That is good stuff. Those bottle challenges are funny. Have you seen the one where the
Puts it on his thumbs?
no.
Puts it on
not
his
seen it?
thumbs?
No.
Yeah. Like you stick your fingers like this and you put like a glass of water. So you can't move, otherwise you're going to knock the glass over. So there's a few of just, like they just stand there and they make fun of him.
my
And then
goodness.
there's a few where just one kid just
That's like the ones where they make you hold the bucket up there.
Oh.
Like the
That's
broom.
full of water, and then they just walk away.
I was thinking of the dad and daughter where the daughter bets her dad $5 that he can't remove the $5 bill from under the bottle without lifting up the bottle. And he says, "Yeah, sure I can." She's like, "No, you can't." He says, "Yeah, because that is glued down." She goes, "No, it's not." And she lifts it up to show him, and then he grabs it. And she's just like, "Oh, it's awesome."
I have seen
That's
that
good
one.
stuff. Yeah, that's good. Dads are proud everywhere. We got to take our wins when we can get them. Kids are too smart these days. Well, it is good to be with all of you for This Is a Serious Podcast. We've got Daniel on the co-host couch. Hello, hello, hello. And we've got my James back on the tech desk.
Hello.
And we have a special guest. This special guest we've been trying to get for the last couple podcasts, and then it just, for one reason or another, hasn't worked out. So we got him tonight. We'll introduce him in a little bit. All right. Exciting. Yeah. Good stuff. Ooh, what have I got? Some stuff to talk about to open the night. Some goofy stuff. Don't forget, we got a gift card hidden. I think it's hidden pretty sneaky today. So we'll see if you guys can find it. It might be pretty tough. Look for the gift card, $10 to A&W, I think. Maybe I shouldn't have told you. Maybe you're like, oh, I don't like A&W, and you won't buy it, but whatever. Here we go. Interesting things that have happened on March 5th over the years. 1989, March 5th. A guy who had been convicted of murder and was sentenced to death on the electric chair was, he wasn't pardoned, but the death by electric chair was lowered to just life in prison. And a few weeks later, or on March 5th, he died of electric shock while sitting on a metal toilet in his cell. He was sitting on the metal toilet naked, and was fiddling with some electrical thing, some headphones or whatever that were plugged in, and they fell in the toilet, and he got electrocuted. I'm laughing at a guy's death. That's not good. But it's sorry. It's over 30 years ago, and he was on the toilet. what? There's got to be a few giggles on that this time around.
He did die to an electric chair.
What's that?
He did die to the electric chair, not the one they thought it was going to be.
An electric throne. Yeah. Okay. So March 5th, 1982, Canada's Steve Podborski becomes the first non-European to win World Cup season title in the downhill skiing. I remember that, 1982. I was 11 years old. But I remember the big hubbub about the Canadian skiers in that time, that generation of skiers. Yeah. There was Podborski, Ken Reed, and there was a third guy. And they were really good. And Steve Podborski won the world championship that year.
Cool.
He was the first non-European to do it, which was a big deal because the Europeans had dominated the ski events for decades.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Kind of like cool. How they dominate bobsledding now.
Yeah. Although, I mean, Canada does pretty well in the bobsledding.
Yeah. Germany's still the best of the best, though. It's hard to beat them.
Yeah. Well, and they take like some of those other sports, like the ski jumping, like the big hill ski jumping, that stuff. And speed skating, they've dominated speed skating and stuff too. But Canada does well in the speed skating. So
Canada loves their hockey and their kind of their snowboarding and powdery ski events with
the freestyle stuff.
And then the Europeans kind of take the more disciplined events. It seems.
Yeah. March 5th, 1936 was the first flight of the Spitfire fighter airplane, which was developed for World War II. In the lead up to World War II, it was designed specifically to go head to head with the German Messerschmitt from the Luftwaffe, and that was a big deal because those airplanes had a big hand in
winning the war,
in the Battle of Britain in the early stages of the war, keeping England defended against the Germans who wanted to invade. So that was a big deal. Do you guys know the name of the other aircraft that was just as big a part of that defense, but gets way less glory than the Spitfire?
Is it an American plane or a German British plane?
It was a British plane.
I want to say Hellcat, but that's not.
Hellcat was an American plane.
Yeah, Spitfire
and the Hawker Hurricane.
That's right.
The Hawker Hurricane actually had more power than the Spitfire, but the Spitfire was a little bit more beautiful.
And nimble, wasn't it? The Spitfire was a bit faster, I think.
And originally they had trouble with it because it had it was a Rolls-Royce engine, I think. Mm-hmm. And when it would do a barrel roll, it was prone to stalling. But they got that figured out pretty quick. And
interesting.
There's this interesting story of Hermann Göring, the German air marshal of the German Air Force.
Luftwaffe.
The Luftwaffe, talking to some of his pilots and saying, whatever it is you think you need to win this battle, we'll get it for you. And one of his pilots snidely said, well, I'd sure like a squadron of Spitfires. And I don't know if he lasted the war or not, or if Göring had him shot right then, but whatever. Anyways, okay. March 5th, 1946, Winston Churchill coins the phrase Iron Curtain, referring to the Russian geopolitical threat. So right at the end of World War II, when the Russians were in Germany and had marched through Europe to defeat Germany, they didn't go back to their previous borders. They held on to that land. And Churchill likened it to an Iron Curtain, the Iron Curtain of communism. And
Interesting.
That was the start of the Cold War, and we had that for... I remember when the walls came down in Berlin in 1989. 90. Came down in 1990.
Wow.
90 or 91. A friend of mine from Bible school wasn't there when the wall actually came down, but was there shortly after, and I believe she got to bring a piece of it home.
I know they still have parts of the wall up that you can go and visit. I've always wanted to go and see those.
Yeah. Yeah.
Between
Andy and Jenny Moffat. Jenny says is the gift card between the two stacked coffee tables in front of Andy. No, it is not.
Two stacked. Oh, I didn't even realize those were double coffee
tables. Yeah, there's 2 tables there. Yeah. So just that, I thought that was interesting. March 5th, the Iron Curtain reference, considering where Ukraine and Russia are these days, and it's an interesting world we're living in. We could see another Iron Curtain potentially. I think it's early yet, and I don't know that Russia has the strength they had back then. But
no.
But anyways, good. So that leads us right into question of the night. Well, it doesn't lead us into the question of the night. Question of the night is totally different than that last item. If you could do anything for... Oh, that's not what it's supposed to be. Oh. How did I end up with that? Sorry, the question of the night is, do you like the clock change that happens twice a year? It's coming up next weekend. What do you think? Do you like it? Daylight savings time. Fall backwards in October now for an hour. And in the spring next weekend, we have to push our clocks ahead an hour. What do you think? Do you like it or not?
It's kind of a torn thing.
Yeah.
Like the one half, you kind of, I can't remember which one is which, but one you get to sleep in longer.
Yeah, fall back. That's in the fall.
And the other you have to wake up earlier.
Yes. Spring forward. That's how you remember it. Mm-hmm. In the fall, the clock falls back an hour and you get an extra hour of sleep. And in the spring, it's springs forward. So you lose an hour. Yeah. You can sort of trick it yourself into to getting through it easier if you do the clock change earlier in the day. Mm-hmm. Like if you do it at 8 at night and then all of a sudden it's 9 and then
it's 10:30, I should go to bed.
Yeah, but
I understand the purpose of it, but I don't think it actually affects people the way they think it affects people. So I think it should just be gotten rid of.
Wise family, simple answer. No. Don't like it. Yeah. Okay. I can appreciate that. Time change? No, just no. You know what? In October, I actually like it when it gets dark so early.
Really?
Yeah. Because I like the lead up to Christmas with all the Christmas lights, and I kind of, to me, that makes it a little easier to handle. But I know it really bothers some people with sleep and that sort of thing. That can be a real pain. So, yeah. Interesting. All right. Well, that's the question. Any other comments on that? Question of the night?
Daniel, comments, questions, concerns?
Not really. Kind of a love-hate thing. probably could do without it.
Yeah, it seems too political to me. Like it makes less sense. I don't know. I just wish we could like fall back every year and leave spring forward alone. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the call to change it, like to stop doing it,
Yeah.
seems to get bigger and bigger every year.
Yeah. I think most provinces have abandoned it. Like it's just us.
I don't know if
holding on,
most
isn't it?
have. Saskatchewan doesn't do it. Yeah, I think most still do it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, there we are.
Interesting. Behind the fake plant besides Andy.
No.
No.
It's not there.
Sorry. Try
Yeah.
again.
There we are. All right. We're moving on. We don't have a student video clip this week, so I put together some one-liner dad jokes in honor of the end of the pandemic. It's the pandemic version of one-liner dad jokes. We'll get that show up and running here so you can see the PowerPoint.
There we go. I think they should have it.
Okay. We've just got the actual PowerPoint. Is the show running? There you go.
I thought, but then it wasn't.
Brilliant. There we go. All right. So Daniel's going to read the odd. I'm going to read the even.
2 grandmothers were bragging about their precious starlings. One of them says to the other, "Mine are so good at social distancing, they won't even
That one says they
won't even call me."
Yeah, that's good. It didn't print on the card properly, so I had to write it out.
Oh,
Poor
no.
Daniel, having troubles with my handwriting.
Oh, no.
All right, number 2. Whose idea was it to sing Happy Birthday while washing your hands? Now every time I go to the bathroom, my kids expect me to walk out with a cake.
I'd take that. Take a cake.
That's pretty good. I like that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Number 3 might be better to read it off the screen.
My husband purchased a world map and then gave me a dart and said, "Throw this, and wherever it lands, that's where I'm taking you when this pandemic ends." Turns out we're spending 2 weeks behind the fridge.
I read ahead and couldn't stop laughing.
Well, Jenny, if we spend 2 weeks behind the fridge, those are pretty tight quarters.
Yikes.
All right, number 4. The health experts lied. They said a mask and gloves was enough to go to the grocery store. When I got there, everyone else had clothes on too.
Wah, 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 wah.
Oof.
That was bad.
Yeah. Good.
After years of wanting to thoroughly clean my house, but lacking the time, this week I discovered that wasn't the reason.
Yeah. If only I had time, I could clean my house. We've had 2 years of lockdown.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's good. Our house is awesome, Jenny. Yeah, it's great. It's great. I'm in trouble when I get home. That's good. Number 6. Yeah, there you go. The World Health Organization announced that dogs cannot contract COVID-19. Dogs previously held in quarantine can now be released. So to be clear, who let the dogs out?
I remember that song. That was a popular song when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah. Let's not start.
No. It's all over the internet. I've heard it enough.
Yeah, that's good.
This morning, I saw the neighbor talking to her cat. It was obvious she thought that her cat understood her. When I came into my house, I told my dog. We laughed a lot.
Have you seen those videos trending where there's this application they developed that translate human to dog?
No.
And the human will say something offensive to the dog, and the dog will actually like snip at them as if it actually happened. I don't know if it's real or not.
Really?
But yeah. It's quite crazy.
Have you seen those other videos where they've got touch pads? They're big, and each touchpad represents a different word, and you can train the dog. It'll talk to you
Yeah, that's crazy, eh?
outside.
Yeah,
know, or-
ball or
Yeah.
food or Marley walk something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I saw something similar online, but it was like this grown man and he's like trying to use his VR headset to see how dogs see. So he does all these fancy technology stuffs. So you're like, you know, all, oh, this is cool. Like, this is how dogs see and this and this. And then by the end of it, you're just watching a grown man, like, jump because jumping is fun and red balls are fun. So something about the color and just jumping with the dog's vision, he said, was just so fun. So
Interesting.
That's interesting.
all seriousness goes out the window when you see, like, a dog.
That's funny.
Jenny asked if the card was beside the trophy. It is not beside the trophy. Jenny's really after that A&W card.
Yeah, she must like A&W, or Anna is.
I don't know if she really does. All right. We've got more. We've got number 9 or number 8. Nothing like relaxing on the couch after a long day of being tense on the couch for the pandemic.
Yeah,
when you're
right.
locked down. Oh, okay. I've been tense for the workday. Now I can relax. Yeah, there you go.
Have you seen those videos? I don't know where I saw it, but it was this one guy and he had like a green screen in his car.
No.
So I don't know if it was real, but he put his computer on his dashboard and a green screen. So he was just driving around, but it looks like he's in the office.
That's funny. I've seen a couple where like
Clever.
they do that, and he goes to like a football game or a water park or something like that, and is like, you can see him eating these hot dogs, and like he's got face paint on at the football game, but he's in the work meeting.
That's hilarious. That's good.
Day 121 at home, and the dog is looking at me like, see? This is why I chew the furniture.
Totally. Totally. Oh, that's good. If you bought 144 rolls of toilet paper in preparation for a 14-day quarantine, you probably should have been seeing a doctor long before coronavirus.
Oh, I forgot about the toilet paper scare.
Oh, isn't that?
That was awful.
Yeah. All at the beginning of the thing, it was like, oh, toilet paper. Ah, everybody was going crazy. Well, this has been One-Liner Dad Jokes Pandemic version.
Round
Thanks
of
for
applause.
laughing along.
That was pretty good.
That's good.
Some were better than others. Some
What do you
hurt.
mean?
Some were
I
funny.
thought they were all awesome. All right. So that's One-Liner Dad Jokes. It is our time. We are going to introduce our special guest. Come on up here, buddy. We have joining us after, I think this is the third time we've tried to get you, Gabe Fitzpatrick. Awesome. Gabe, just pull that mic around towards you. You can leave it on the stand or you can pull it off if you want. Yep. And just make sure you hold it close to your face. Gabe Fitzpatrick, good to have you with us.
Yeah.
Get that mic up there close.
All right.
Say hi to the crowd, which consists mainly of my wife, my mother-in-law, and your family right now.
Hello.
Hello, that's awesome.
We may have lost the stream
Oh.
for a moment.
Okay, well, we'll just wait and see what happens here.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, everybody, it looks like we're back. Sorry, had a bit of a problem with the stream, but we are back up. Here is Gabe Fitzpatrick. Oh, it's still counting us at 28:30.
Oh yeah.
So if you're kind of wondering why I'm doing all this, it looked like from our end of it that we had lost the stream. But Gabe Fitzpatrick, say hi again.
Hi.
Hi. Good to have you, Gabe. Awesome. All right. Oh, what's it doing again?
Oh, it's like it's rerunning it. That's weird. Did it
Let me just Jenny, I'm going to text you. Just see what's going on.
You're still
Uh-oh.
streaming just a double screen.
Oh,
screen.
it's
There we go. We're good.
Oh,
We're fixed.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Good. Just a double screen. Okay, all good. Thanks, Jenny. That's good. Good stuff. All right, Gabe, I got some questions for you.
Okie dokie.
They are extremely difficult. I know I gave you a chance to look at them before, but those questions I gave you were not the questions I'm going to ask.
Oh, okay.
No, they were. They are.
Okay.
So you know what's coming. So, Gabe, tell us about your family.
Well, we're living in the.
Good and loud into that mic.
Oh yeah. So we're living in the old Abarish Brown B&B right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we have I have 3 siblings, a dog, 4 cats now.
Holy.
That
Yeah.
poor dog.
And like an entire like one of those big glass fish tanks.
Those what?
One of those big glass fish tanks.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Earlier today I saw one of the fish trying to eat the plastic plant. So yeah.
So you've got a bit of a farm at the house.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool. All right. What's your favorite breakfast food?
Oh, my favorite breakfast food is easily egg wraps.
Egg wraps?
Yeah, just like plain eggs with a little bit of seasoning and cheese.
Yeah,
and hot
get that
sauce.
mic right up.
And just like hot sauce.
And how do you make the egg wrap? Do you like crack an egg on a plate and put it in the microwave for a minute, or what do you do?
Oh no, I cook the egg on the pan.
Yeah.
And I pour a little bit of seasoning on it,
Yeah.
and then I finish cooking it. I put it on a wrap. I just spread some cheese on there, put some hot sauce, and it's amazing.
You know what's the best about that?
What?
Is you saying I. So you make it. You don't put all that on your mom to make. You're making your own breakfast. Good for you.
Yeah, thanks.
Nice. Good. And it tastes good.
Yeah, it
Does
did.
your mom think it tastes good? Have you ever made one for your mom?
I don't know. I think I have before, but I can't really remember. It was probably like a long time ago.
Nice. What, did she like it?
I
You
think
don't know.
so.
You think so?
Yeah, hopefully.
Has she ever asked you for another one?
No.
Oh. I don't know if that's an indication or not.
Yeah.
No, Jenny, the cart is not between the pigs. Where do you go to school? I mean, I know where you go to school, but maybe they don't.
Yeah. I go to the Deer Meadow School.
Nice. And you're in Vassar's class, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how's that going?
Oh, pretty good. But like at the beginning of the year, there was some confusion. So I thought I was in Mr. Land's class. I
Okay.
was actually in Mrs. Vassar's class. But like 3 days ago, I got an email from Mr. Land about parent-teacher interviews. So I'm a bit scared now.
Oh, they would have had that figured out if.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mr. Lan,
Yeah.
is he, can I ask, is he a Chinese fellow?
Yes, he is.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know him enough to be comfortable going up and talking to him?
Yep.
Can you ask him if his dad was a teacher and if his dad taught in Calgary?
Sure.
Because I had a grade 7 teacher who was named Mr. Lan. And
Interesting.
He was awesome. And he had the record for, I believe, he holds the record for most consecutive days at school without missing. It was like decades long.
Wow.
Really?
He was so he taught at my junior high, Bishop Pinkham, and then he moved to another school, and yeah. Anyways, he was really great. So yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. What do you like to do over summer break?
Oh, I like to go swimming, play sports, mainly baseball.
Yeah.
I like to hang out with my friends.
Do you play baseball with like a club team or like a town team or just?
Just the town team.
Yeah. Cool.
What
Yeah.
position do you play?
What?
What position do you play?
Mainly left field.
Okay, cool.
You got an arm?
Yeah,
Can
sort
you
of.
wing it?
Yeah, I could throw it about right field.
Nice.
Almost.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Good for you. Nice. What do you like to do in your spare time?
Oh, hang out with friends and play video games, essentially.
What's your game of choice?
Oh, Dying Light 2.
Sorry?
Dying Light 2.
Okay. I am totally video game illiterate.
Same here.
Oh.
Like Asteroids, Space Invaders, Pac-Man.
Oh.
That's the deal. Zaxxon. Right? Zaxxon. Kicks. Keeks, whatever it was called. Quicks.
I think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, no you haven't.
I'm pretty sure once.
No, it's like
I think so.
it's the
100
80s,
years
buddy.
old.
It's the 80s.
Oh.
Yeah, it's good. Pinball. You ever actually played pinball? Like with a real pinball machine?
Yeah, I have actually.
Like a big box that stands there. It takes up almost half the room.
Yep.
Oh, that's a throwback, boy.
I remember I think we were at this place called Tubby Dog in Calgary.
Yeah.
It was a Ghostbusters version of it, and I got in a really high score, and like all of a sudden out of nowhere, this machine just starts screaming, and everybody just flips out like, "What's happening?" And then it stopped, and everybody turned and stared at me like,
You're
"What
like,
did you do?"
And you're like, nothing.
It's just I'm that good.
I'm just that good. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have a favorite movie?
Yeah. My favorite movie is the Prince of Egypt one. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
animated by Disney, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. With Jake Gyllenhaal and
Yeah.
yeah. Good. Where was the uncle? The uncle who killed the emperor, right? Or killed the king?
I think that's the one.
Yeah. Yep. Where they have that dagger that has the sand goes back in time and like where you can reverse time for a bit. And...
I don't think it's that one. It's the one like Moses.
Oh, sorry.
The Moses one, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking of it. So what was the movie called?
Prince of Egypt.
Oh,
I
Prince of
think.
Egypt.
Yeah.
Sorry. I totally missed the name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Prince of Egypt. It's got some good music in it too.
Yeah, it does.
That's an old school movie. That's before you were even born.
Yeah.
That movie was made in like the 90s. That's cool. Cool. Any thoughts on what you want to do in the future? What do you want to do when you grow up, Gabe?
I kind of want to be a heavy duty mechanic. Like,
Do you?
Yeah.
Nice.
They work on like trains and planes, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
So there's HD, there's heavy duty, and then trains I bet would be an extra thing, and then airplane mechanics would be an extra thing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Cool. So just let me know which planes you end up fixing so I know which ones to make sure my parachute is tied on tight.
Okay.
Hey?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right. So when you think of youth group, what comes to mind?
Honestly.
No, I want you to lie.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, what comes to mind when you think of youth group?
Just fun.
Get that mic up to your mouth.
Having fun and like learning about God. And a lot of fun stuff, like outdoor activities and stuff like that.
Cool.
Nice.
Where were you last night? Were you there last night? Yeah, you were
Yeah,
there
I
last
was.
night.
Oh yeah, how'd it go?
Oh,
Oh my
your group,
gosh.
his group got some of the weirdest luck I've ever seen. So we started everybody off with a pen. You went from a pen, this is your group, right? A pen to a wrench.
Yeah.
And then from a wrench, they got a boot, a single boot. And then you went from a single boot to
An empty box.
an empty box. They gave them a box that had a picture of it. Was like a
Faucet.
store box with a nice kitchen sink faucet. And there was a bit of weight to the box because it had all the packaging, the heavy styrofoam in it. But the box was empty. But they did give you $10.
Yeah, for the hustle.
For the side hustle. They didn't believe you that you were with First Baptist Church, thought you were just trying to get some side money or whatever on. So they gave you $10, and then was that where it ended?
No, I think after that we got the $20 mug, and then for
Right.
the $20 mug we got pancake mix. And then for the pancake mix we got a jar of yum yum pickles.
That's pretty good.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Oh, that's good. All right. So here's one last thing. Popcorn or potato chips?
Potato chips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Popcorn.
I like potato chips, but I
love popcorn.
I love popcorn too.
I'm not that big of a popcorn guy. I always love my dill pickle
Oh,
my dill pickle chips.
dill pickle chips are good, but you can get dill pickle flavoring for your popcorn.
Really?
Yes, Gabe. Yes.
I didn't know that.
Flavored- Ooh, that
Yes.
sounds disgusting.
It
It's
sounds
actually
good.
pretty good.
What?
It is not disgusting.
No.
It's the only way to eat okay, it's the second only way to eat popcorn.
What's the first way?
Family secret. No. I believe it's like in Banff or somewhere. There's this like special salt. It's kind of a acquired taste type thing,
Oh, okay.
but
Butter salt?
hmm?
Butter salt?
No, like it's mostly
Butter salt
white.
is where it's at.
Butter salt?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
It's-
like this. I like the kettle corn, the sweet and salty. So this salt that you've got in Banff, what else do you know about it? It's just the Banff salt.
It could not even be Banff. I have no idea.
Well, we're gonna drive to Banff and walk down the street with a sign
Banff
and a
popcorn
bullhorn
salt.
asking for where is the Banff popcorn salt that Daniel likes. I think that'll be good. All right, thank you, Gabe. But you got to stick around. You're not done.
I'm not done.
Oh, you're not done.
Okay.
So, Daniel, take it away.
So, for the next segment, we're doing a pick one type thing. One or the other. No choices in between. No cheating. Got the slide up?
Getting there.
Okay. So we got a host of topics. We got a little bit of science fiction type thing, some sports. The last one is a kicker.
Yeah,
It's a tricky one.
it is.
It's very tricky. So hold on to your hats for that one. It's a little bit of fruits, I think that is.
Nice.
Ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So pick one. Question one. Star Wars or Star Trek?
It's you. You've got to answer.
I'd definitely go with Star Wars. I've never been a big fan of Star Trek, but I've seen the newer movies of it.
I like the new Star Trek movies. I think they're doing a great job.
Yeah,
with
they're
that.
not bad.
Yeah.
They're kind of like the new muscle cars where they're a bit of a
Yeah.
throwback to the past. There's enough about them where they're trying to recreate those characters, but they've done a good job with it. But
Yeah.
I think Star Wars overall.
Yeah.
I do enjoy a good Star Trek episode. Though. Like
Yeah.
they're especially the episodes because you can like it's not as long as Star Wars and there's way more of them, so you
Yeah.
can watch for a lot longer.
Yep. That's cool. I was a big Star Trek: The Next Generation fan.
Oh yeah.
That was during my college days, high school and college. Yeah.
Question two. John Wick or Jack Reacher?
Yep.
Reacher? Am I saying that right?
Yep. Jack Reacher. Yeah.
Keanu Reeves or is it Tom Cruise?
Well, Tom Cruise in the movies, but a new guy named Ken Atchison on the TV series.
oh, did they just come out with that one on Amazon Prime or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack Reacher might not be quite as well known to some people, but
If I had to pick, well, I guess this is Gabe's go first, but
I'd probably go with John Wick.
really,
Yeah.
I loved the original Jack Reacher with Tom Cruise. Like that was probably one of my favorite movies as a
it
kid.
was good. He did a good job.
John Wick is kind of gory. Like
Oh, it
it's,
is.
It's so gory, and I don't know. It's a little bit over the top for me, at least.
Maybe I shouldn't admit this on YouTube. Ben and I went and saw John Wick 3 in
Oh,
the
did you?
theater. And there's that opening fight in the library
Where he breaks the guy's jaw with the book.
with the book.
Oh.
And everybody's going, ooh, oh, ah. And then the final one, everybody goes, oh. And it just goes dead quiet
Yeah.
in the theater.
Yeah.
And I piped up and said, welcome to John Wick 3. And everybody starts laughing. But those John Wick movies are bang, bang, bang.
Yeah,
it's gladiatorial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Question three. Han Solo or Star-Lord?
Oh, that's a tough one.
It is not Han Solo all the way, baby.
Oh yeah.
No,
Han
Star-Lord.
Solo.
I like Star-Lord, but Han Solo all the way.
If Harrison Ford by far, like, oh man, that's not even a question in my
Honestly,
opinion.
but like, Star-Lord is a bit cocky though.
Well, they both are.
They're both incredibly cocky, but
I get
Star-Lord does
Chris
things.
Pratt is awesome as
Yeah.
Star-Lord. He's great.
It's yeah, but it's just I don't know. Like for a guy with a, and actually, the more I think about it, like they're actually kind of comparable. Like they've both got a big sidekick that doesn't speak normal words, and
Yep.
only they really understand.
Yep.
That's true.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to go with Star-Lord.
All right.
Star-Lord easy.
Yeah.
Han
Oh.
Solo, maybe if there was more Harrison Ford, but there's just not enough to compare it to the guy who likes old soundtracks. Can
Aw.
somehow crack jokes in any moment
That's true.
and is played by Chris Pratt.
I'll tell you, when we were watching that first Star Wars movie, like the of the new ones, where Han Solo gets killed.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I don't care. Everybody knows now.
Probably.
that gutted me.
Yeah,
That's a part of my childhood. And you look at your heroes and you have this thing where you assume like that, it's not real. It's just a story, but in your head, they're
like-
still going on. Like they're
Yeah.
still living. They're
It
still,
was
yeah. And then he's dead. I'm like, oh,
It's like it's over.
that was
For
a
me-
gut wrencher.
for me. Like Han Solo was sad, but when Obi-Wan died, I cried.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I was so sad. He was probably my favorite Star Wars character ever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Question 4, follow up. Chewbacca or Drax?
That's a tough one for me.
Oh,
Drax is hilarious.
Drax is
My reflexes
awesome.
are too fast.
But I like Chewbacca. I mean, that's a tough one.
Did anybody watch the Book of Boba Fett with the
Yeah.
Wookiee Chrysanthemum?
Yeah,
I was so happy to see another Wookiee. Like that
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
He's mean.
He's scary. Like his knuckle
Yeah.
dusters. Whoa. That's hard though.
yeah. I still have to watch the Book of Boba Fett, so
Okay.
I'm probably gonna go with Drax because he's pretty funny.
Yeah, you have the big fuzzy
Teddy bear.
teddy bear
It's not a teddy bear.
who kills
Yeah,
people
Yeah, he is.
as a side job, or you have the guy who can turn invisible by slowly eating chips,
Yeah.
at least until somebody else shows up.
Yep.
Oh.
All right, next one.
Question 5, Ronaldo or Messi?
Are you a soccer fan at all? Do you know who we're even talking about?
Nope. Not a
All
clue.
Messi, hands
Easy
down.
Messi.
Yeah,
We're
let's-
both Man U fans,
where Ronaldo plays.
but
Messi's the better player.
Messi's easily better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna
I
do?
mean, I never liked either, so I was always a Lewandowski fan.
Oh well,
he was
yeah,
my guy.
He's good too, but he's not at the same.
No,
level.
he's not at the same level, but
He's good.
Should have won the Ballon d'Or.
yeah.
Yeah.
Still mad about that.
Anyways, next.
Question 6, Ovechkin, am I saying that right? Or
Yep.
Crosby?
I mean, you have to say Crosby right now. You can't say Ovechkin. It's not allowed.
Oh yeah, I could
true,
get. We could
that's
get
true.
banned for even asking, having a Russian name up there. What was I thinking? Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Crosby. Honestly.
Crosby.
Yeah.
Ovechkin's a pure goal scorer, but that's why I like Crosby because he does it all.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, ever since Ovechkin dug up the toonie at the Canadian Olympic Games, I've kind of.
Or did he do that in Canada, or did he do that in Russia?
He did it in Canada. They put the
I know.
toonies at center ice, and
Yeah.
now he wears it on a necklace. I can't do that. That
Wow,
makes me mad.
we won.
Yeah.
So
That's good at least.
Question 7, Christmas at home or Christmas in the tropics?
Christmas at home.
me too.
Easily. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tropics is for after Christmas.
Yeah. It's like
I could do New Year's in the tropics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy Christmas in the tropics. It's just not as nice.
yeah, because
You
Not
need
that-
the snow.
Yep.
yeah.
White Christmas every day, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to hear what somebody from the tropics thinks.
Yeah, that's true.
Do they ever have a picture of it? It'd be nice to spend Christmas in a frozen wasteland.
Yeah.
You know, do they ever
have
get
alligators. We don't have volcanoes. We don't have
that? Yeah.
hurricanes.
They probably just
Yeah.
look at it and go, no.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No thanks. Yeah.
Question 8, apples or oranges?
mean, like, you can get baby oranges,
Yeah.
but, like, apples are good at the same time.
Orange a day keeps the doctor away.
Orange
It
a day,
really
you know.
works.
My apples have to be crisp and
Cold and
sweet,
crisp,
cold
yeah.
and crisp.
Yeah.
I'm not a big soft apple fan. Or
I feel like oranges don't go bad as easily. Like they don't bruise as much. And for me, like growing up playing soccer, oranges were everywhere. And
Oh, yeah.
so for me, that's like some of the best memories of my
yeah, and
childhood.
they felt sweet, boy. They
Yeah.
when you at that halftime and you're bagged and you. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Energized.
like them both, but if I had to pick, I'd pick an apple.
I'd probably go with oranges.
Oranges.
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry.
Same.
And the next one's even worse. Number 9, Dairy Queen Blizzard, or Wendy's Frosty.
Blizzard.
Is that
Blizzard.
even a question?
Like,
It's not a
yeah.
question. That's like asking, do you go meet the queen, or do you go meet the guy next door?
See, here's my thing. Like, Wendy's Frosties are great,
They have their place.
but
Yeah.
you can't put M&Ms and cookie dough and anything else. Like, DQ Blizzard is just on that next level.
Like,
Premium.
yeah. But, like, the only good Wendy's Frosties that I liked were, like, that special caramel one that came out for, like, a
Oh,
month.
yeah, they had those for a while. I forgot about
yeah.
those.
Those were so good.
Some people like the Wendy's Frosty ice cream, like that
Oh, yeah.
consistency
Okay.
more than the Blizzard.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean-
it's kind of like a malt. Jenny used to
Yeah.
talk about the malt. There was a Market Mall in Calgary. West Edmonton Mall had them as well. They used to be around. I don't think they are anymore. There was a store called it was either called the Malt Shop or the Malt Stop.
Oh, so like
And
it's
they-
actual malt, not a milkshake.
Yeah, and it was similar to the Wendy's Frosty.
I would definitely say, like, if it was between McDonald's and Wendy's, Wendy's all the way. But Dairy Queen is like,
Wendy's used to have McDonald's used to have real milkshakes and real ice cream
Yeah.
sundaes. Like, it was soft serve ice cream.
yeah,
But then they went to the more edible oil product. And it's
Yeah.
not quite
Yeah.
the same.
no.
If we're talking Dairy Queen Sunday, then everything just goes out the window.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
starting
much.
a petition for an extra large quite soon.
If
So if
you're,
anybody wants to sign,
if you're talking Sundays though, nothing beats a Costco Sunday. They put
Oh my
the most
Really?
caramel sauce on. Oh
It's
yeah,
so
I've
good.
never had one there.
it's so good.
Really?
if the Dairy Queens were bigger, then it'd be no challenge. But it is a Costco Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right. Number 10,
The toughie.
steak
or
or steak.
I'll take a filet mignon, please.
Okay. But, like, it depends. Do you get to choose how well done your steak is?
How do you like it?
I like mine medium rare.
Medium rare. That's
Good
how I
man.
like mine too.
Good
Yeah.
man.
Yep. Nice. Good. Well, thanks, Gabe.
Yeah.
You are welcome to hang out with us in the studio if you would like, or you can head on out. It's up to you, man.
All right. I think I'll stay.
Yeah, cool. You want to sit on the couch? You can stay on the couch if you want.
Sure, I'll stay on the couch.
All right. Okay, and it's back to me. We are going to we're going to talk about Bree's devotional from last night. Is that Peter P? Is that Peter Pape? Is that your grandpa? Gabe?
Yeah, that's
Peter Pape, welcome to the show. Good to have you. Good to have you. All right. So last night, Bree was talking about 1 John chapter 4. The whole chapter. It's not particularly long, but she had 5 quick points. And she actually she read 1 John 4, and then she pointed out some items within it and showed some other passages of scripture that highlighted those points. So she talked about that some will depart the faith by believing in evil spirits, that maybe they were never really a part of the faith, in fact. Then she said, do not scoff at prophecies, but hold on to what is good. These are all kind of ways, okay, just forget that for a sec. Do not scoff at prophecies. Hold on to what is good. Then it says, read and understand the scripture. We need to do that if we're going to hold on to our faith. And what we have known from the beginning is real and has firsthand witnesses. And then we need to be strong in the Lord with the full armor of God. So that first point, some will depart by believing in evil spirits. John was talking about, hey, you need to protect your faith. And you don't want to be led astray like some of these other people have. And then she outlined those 4 different things that John was talking about and used those other scriptures to highlight the points. To don't scoff at the prophecies of God and hold on to what is good. Read and understand your scripture. Get involved with the Bible and learn it. And then what we've known from the beginning about Jesus, you can rest assured that it's real and that firsthand witnesses are telling you about it. And then be strong in the Lord with the full armor of God. Sword of the Spirit, the shield of faith, and all those sorts of things. Yeah, good. So it was a good devotional, Brie. And before she got into her devotional, she talked about the scariest day she's ever lived where she thought she was going to die twice. One of them was losing control was she actually on the highway or just on the
on-ramp?
Going onto the highway where she spun around and hit the ditch. And then she had an allergic reaction to shaving cream at the daycare. They were using shaving cream for a craft or something, and they had 2 or 3 different types, and one of them reacted with her poorly. So it's tough. All right. Oh, the card is going to be even harder to find now since there's somebody sitting in the way.
Hello.
So there's a big fat clue for you.
There's about as much of a hint as we can give you without telling you exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so that was the Devo debrief. Daniel, bedtime on the edge. He's got a story for us. Politically correct bedtime story.
Oh, we haven't done one of these in a while.
No, we did run out of them. We're repeating one here tonight.
This will help us get back after the Ovechkin thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is politically correct. Don't worry, everybody.
Okay.
Once upon a time, on a little farm, there lived a boy named Jack. He lived on the farm with his mother, and they were very excluded from the normal circles of economic activity. This cruel reality kept them in the straits of direness, until one day Jack's mother told him to take the family cow into town and sell it for as much as he could. Never mind the thousands of gallons of milk they had stolen from her, never mind the hours of pleasure their bovine animal companion had provided, and forget about the manure they had appropriated from their garden, for their garden. She was now just another piece of property to them. Jack, who didn't realize that non-human animals have as many rights as human animals, perhaps even more, did as his mother asked. On his way to town, Jack met an old, magic vegetarian who warned Jack of the dangers of eating beef and dairy products. "Oh, I'm not going to eat this cow," said Jack. "I'm going to take her into town and sell her. But by doing that, you'll just perpetuate the cultural mythos of beef, ignoring the negative impact of the cattle industry on our ecology and the health and social problems that arise from meat consumption." Now I'm really hungry. "But you look too simple to be able to make these connections, my boy. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll offer a trade of your cow for these 3 magic beans, which have as much protein as that entire cow, but none of the fat or sodium." Jack made the trade gladly and took the beans home to his mother. When he told her about the deal he had made, she grew very upset. She used to think her son was merely a conceptualist rather than a linear thinker, but now she was sure that he was downright differently abled. She grabbed the 3 magic beans and threw them out the window in disgust. Later that day, she attended her first support group meeting with the mothers of storybook children. The next morning, Jack stuck his head out the window to see if the sun had risen in the east again. He was beginning to see a pattern in this. But outside the window, the beans had grown into a tall stalk that reached through the clouds. Because he no longer had a cow to milk in the morning, Jack climbed the beanstalk into the sky. At the top, above the clouds, he found a huge castle. It was not only big, but it was built to larger than average scale, as if it were the home of someone who just happened to be a giant. Jack entered the castle and heard beautiful music wafting through the air. He followed this sound until he found its source, a golden harp that played music without being touched. Next to this self-actualized harp was a hen sitting on a pile of golden eggs. Now the prospect of easy wealth and mindless entertainment appealed to Jack's bourgeois sensibilities, so he picked up both the harp and the hen and started to run for the front door. Then he heard thundering footsteps and a booming voice that said, "Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an English person. I'd like to learn about his culture and views on life, and share my own perspective in an open and generous way." Unfortunately, Jack was too crazed with greed to accept the giant's offer of a cultural interchange. "It's only a trick," thought Jack. "Besides, what's a giant doing with such fine, delicate things? He must have stolen them from somewhere else, so I have every right to take them." His frantic justifications, remarkable for someone with his overtaxed mental resources, revealed a terrible callousness to the giant's personal rights. Jack apparently was a complete sizist who thought that all giants were clumsy, knowledge impaired, and exploitable. Language, Jack, sheesh. When the giant saw Jack with the magic harp and the hen, he asked, "Why are you taking what belongs to me?" Jack knew he couldn't outrun the giant, so he had to think fast. He blurted out, "I'm not taking them, my friend. I'm merely placing them in my stewardship so that they can be properly managed and brought to their fullest potential. Pardon my bluntness, but you giants are too simple in the head and don't know how to manage your resources properly. I'm just looking out for your interests. You'll thank me for this later." Jack held his breath to see if the bluff would save his skin. The giant sighed heavily and said, "Yes, you are right. We giants do use our resources foolishly. Why, we can't even discover a new beanstalk before we get so excited and pick away at it so much that we pull the poor thing right out of the ground." Jack's heart sunk. He turned and looked at the front door of the castle. Sure enough, the giant had destroyed his beanstalk. Jack grew frightened and cried, "Now I'm trapped here in the clouds with you forever." The giant said, "Don't worry, my little friend. We are strict vegetarians up here, and there's always plenty of beans to eat. And besides, you won't be alone. 13 other men of your size have already climbed up the beanstalk to visit us and stayed." So Jack resigned himself to the fate as a member of the giant's cloud commune. He didn't miss his mother or their farm much, because up in the sky there was less work to do and more than enough to eat. And he gradually learned not to judge people based on their size ever again, except for those who were shorter than he was.
Nice.
Pretty good.
And with that, we hope you have a lovely night's sleep. Well, that's it. This is a serious podcast for March 5th, 2022. Announcements wise, this coming week, we're hoping to have a gym night for youth group at Koinonia.
Let's go. First time in like 3 years.
Yeah, it's going to be a while. Yeah, that's good. There are midweek Bible studies. Junior high girls and senior high girls each have separate studies, but they're on the same night on Monday nights here at the church at 7. I believe the senior high girls start at 7:30. Junior high and senior high boys have separate studies, but again on the same night. They're here at the church at 7 o'clock on Tuesday nights. So come on out for that. Yeah, it's been a good night. Church tomorrow, 9:15 and 11. Restrictions are off, so there's no masks, no social distancing, no limits on numbers. Come on out. It'd be great to have you back in the building. But if you worship with someone else, then have a great time there. All right. I think those are all the announcements we've got. So without further ado, I should like to say to you, we look forward to seeing you on the next edition of This Is a Serious Podcast on March 19th, 2022. Good night, all.
Did I see that your wife got the card? Yeah. Garbage
So it was right here.
Yeah.
I never knew it was right there.
Yeah.
I thought it was like in one of the.
Why have I been so concerned with my perfection? Truth is, I don't wanna see my own reflection. All these pieces are so hard to hold together. Am I the only one feeling what I'm feeling? My vision's blurry and I cannot see the reason why my heart will leave me hanging in the season. When I'm playing strong, you cannot meet me in my weakness. Am I the only one feeling what I'm feeling? Running around, feeling so down, trying to be everything to everyone else, losing myself. When it feels like work, when my heart aches, I go easy on myself. When I hear you say, I got you, oh yeah. You've been so good, you've been so kind. If it all goes wrong, I got one thing right. I got you, oh yeah. I rub my eyes 'cause I ain't trying to find a reason why nothing changes and I'm stuck in this season. I guess it's where I let go and I let you lead me. Am I the only one feeling what I'm feeling? Running around, feeling so down, trying to be everything to everyone else, losing myself. When it feels like work, when my heart aches, I go easy on myself. When I hear you say, I got you, oh yeah. You've been so good, you've been so kind. If it all goes wrong, I got one thing right. I got you, oh yeah. When my heart deceives me, I know what is true. I've been leaning on me, I should be leaning on you. 'Cause when my heart deceives me, I know what is true. I've been leaning on me, I should be leaning on you. When it feels like work, when my heart aches, I go easy on myself. When I hear you say, I got you, oh yeah. You've been so good, you've been so kind. If it all goes wrong, I got one thing right. I got you, oh yeah. I got you, I got you, yeah. I got you, oh, I got you,
Yeah. Alright. Don't play cheap. Can't waste no time sitting back, get off your feet. It feel like time been rolling, whipping through the city on the west side. Yeah, I'm done with the stressing in the best times. I'ma pull it to the beach with the blue skies. Came from the wick, yeah, it's a new time. Let me take it back. I was sleeping in my class. Yeah, everything done changed in the flesh, yeah. I ain't worried about the rollie or the race, yeah. That's cheap, I'm worth way more than my chill last week. Taking in game from all the OGs. Learning this life ain't really about me, yeah. Slow down, take a breath. Don't forget you're blessed. Stop trying to figure out what's next. Let that weight fall off your chest. Know your worth and don't play cheap. Oh, no, oh, no, oh, oh. Don't play cheap. Oh, no, oh, no, oh, now. Yeah, I'm sitting on a plane and the seats too tight. Thank God I'm in H-Town. Don't play cheap, got my girl in the car with the gas on E. Riding down the block, we gon' vibe to the beat. There's so many things that we gotta see. Let me take it back, way before I wrote these raps. Yeah, I'ma keep my faith in the valet. Can't take my drive like a valet. I was cooped up, now I'm souped up. I got a good guy, I don't need good luck. Don't let that stress on you. God only wants what's best for you. Slow down, take a breath. Don't forget you're blessed. Stop trying to figure out what's next. Let that weight fall off your chest. Know your worth and don't play cheap. Oh, nah, whoa, nah, whoa, whoa. Don't play cheap. Oh, nah, whoa, nah, whoa, whoa. Don't play cheap. Can't waste no time sitting back, get off your feet. Don't play cheap. Can't waste no time sitting back, get off your feet. No.